How's it going, guys? Bring Your Platoon here, and welcome to another phenomenal game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today I'm going to be in the Foch B, which is basically the Foch 155 on console with the 120mm 6-round clip drum. Yeah. This thing, you guys all know the statistics of the Foch, right? Like, tier 10... or sorry, similarly tiered tank destroyers can go through you with standard ammunition around 75% of the time in your upper plate, and if anything hits your two wonderfully armored, just kidding, hatches, the T-bar hatch and then the round one to my right here. If you're facing it, it'll be on the left and the T-bar will be on the right. But yes, this thing, although it recently got a side armor buff, it doesn't help much. Other than now you can side scrape in it, but honestly, who's gonna shoot the side of this thing when they know they can bounce? And why the fuck wouldn't they aim for one of the hatches? Like, it's very easy to deal with this thing unless, like, it's loaded and tracks you first, and then, yeah, just dicks on you for the remainder of your health because balance. As you can see, I've got a shit ton of 325mm APCR premium rounds loaded, and only 12 standard 257 bullshit AP rounds, because this tier 10 tank destroyer doesn't work very well without premium rounds. It just doesn't. And while you do have a kind of decent reload at like 38 seconds for six shots, you need to make your damage count, because once people get within medium or short range of you, your HP will start flying down very quickly, as this thing only has 1850 HP to deal with, or to its name, I guess I should say. As you can see, this thing can snipe, yes, but honestly, I would only use it in mid to short range combat, simply because the gun, you can snipe with it, but hitting weak points with this thing, since you don't have the penetration of a standard tier 10 TD, let's say, like the E3 has 293 pen for its standard rounds. Oh no, sorry, 298 or something retarded like that for its standard AP rounds, and then 390 or 400 for its APCR rounds. This thing has the penetration of a heavy or a medium. Thank God it gets APCR rounds instead of heat, because if it got heat, this thing would be unplayable, because heat sucks dick and can get absorbed in tracks. And with APCR, not only do you have that 325 penetration to work with base, or on average I should say, but you also get a higher shell velocity, and that allows you to not need to lead your shots as much. Check that miss out. His entire tank is consumed in my aiming balloon, and I miss him, because that'll happen in this tank, which is why I load APCR. If you don't hit a weak point on this thing, at least with APCR loaded, you have a higher chance of going through it, like the upper plate of an E75. I would be aiming for the lower plate, of course, but because this thing's gun does whatever the fuck it wants, and it fires quicker than it can aim, you have to get those shots off as fast as you can, otherwise you risk taking damage. But at the same time, if you take too long to aim in, you're, again, risking more damage to be lost, so that's not good. But as you can see, tier 8, I can very easily dick on this guy. He tries to outmaneuver me with his, fully traversable turret, and I just say fuck him, and all of his HP is gone. Instantly take the reload, even though I had 2 shots left in my clip, because I'm not going to be doing a lot to anything if I don't reload now. I get 2 shots off, and then they get to shoot me for, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times in my hatches, or upper plating me with heat or APCR, premium rounds, whatever. So the game is pretty deep in now, and I'm going to get right into the gameplay. So this Type 5 Heavy, for whatever reason, looked like he was going to block off this entire way into our base with his tank. Like he had his tank completely side on to whatever would come through this little corridor here. I decide to use him a little bit, and he actually listens and responds, so that's pretty great. I'm like, hey, cover my ass. Yep, there I go. Okay, there's going to be an E5 coming down this hill. I know he's going to be here. There he is. He's ready for me. He takes a snapshot at me and, or sorry, auto-locks me. And I know he's got 8 seconds to reload. Type 5 Heavy tracks him. I ammo rack him. And then I'm fully prepared to take a pen here, and, well, I blow his fucking turret off. And then the turret lands on the Type 5 Heavy, and he takes a little bit of damage. But that couldn't have worked out better. I didn't get penned. All I got was, ramming damage? What did I get damaged from? I don't know. I don't know what it took to... Oh! The Artie. The Artie shot at my ass when I was going behind that second corridor to our base there. That's what caused the splash damage, which led to that lowering my HP a little bit. So, yeah. That's what I've been damaged from so far. And looking at the damage caused in this thing, I'm doing pretty damn well for my HP being what it is right now in the current, state of the game. It's pretty close. It's 5-4, but we've got the upper hand as far as TDs go, and they have to advance, but this STI is playing it safe. Good on him. He's hiding behind a dead tank. I can't get any free shots into his upper plate or hatch because that dead tank, a Super Conqueror, is blocking us from engaging him frontally. So I'm going to increase my altitude a little bit, kind of hoping that I can at least get a shot or a few shots off on his hatch, maybe a few lucky pens, but unfortunately he's just not going to move, and there's tanks attacking my Type 5 Heavy right now, so I take the initiative to go and support him. Bad chat 25 AP, and I get somehow very lucky with that shot, and then again, right on the ass end of his tank, finishing him off with a second penetration. On the move, I might add. But yeah, that was pretty lucky. I had 4 shots left, so I mean, I wasn't too concerned, but I was just ready for them to start coming this way. But at the same time, if they start going the other way, and we don't deal with this heavy now, I forget my mindset at this point in the game, just because it's been probably like a week and a half since I've uploaded it, or sorry, recorded this, but it'll show the date. It's, what the fuck is the date today? Like the 15th? No, it's the 16th, sorry. And this was probably recorded like close to 2 or 3 weeks ago, so forgive me for being a little fuzzy on my own gameplay here. Again, probably should have reloaded there. Could have been fully reloaded for the STI, but I figured if I get all my shots off, I can finish them off. No big deal. But here's where I fuck up and kind of rush my shots here. So he tracks me, big deal. I upper plate him, or do I hit his lower plate there? Hoping that the APCR pen can go through. Unfortunately, I'm hitting like the worst possible spot for the upper plate there, and I bounce off a few times. So this Type 5 Heavy is finally going to engage a target, and he is going to fuck up this STI, and unfortunately the STI still wants to dick on me because I'm an easier pen, and for some reason he biffs the shot, managing to not penetrate my, what looked like my hatch armor, but I'm pretty sure it hit the very angled part of my upper plate there, so good for him for trying to go for the easy pen instead of, just heating right. Or does IS-4 get heat, or does it get APCR? Anyway, moving on. I've got a full clip. I kind of biff it into the cliff here. That was foolish of me. Very bad play. And then somehow, I thought I was at auto ricochet angles, but either my hatch or my side gets penned by this ISM. If it was the hatch, I wouldn't be so upset, but it looked like my side there, and I got, a spare shot to fuck up here in case I do. And he's dead. Yeah, I'm good to go. I'm on reload. The only thing I really had to fear there was Artie, but I think I heard him firing at another one of my tanks, so I was good to go there as well. A full health T95 went from the B line all the way down to B0, and then went all the way down to 0 line to our base. Full health T95. He really pulled his weight in this game, I bet. I bet he had a hell of a game. JK. And then he's targeting me because that's what you do when you're the last tank alive, is you go for easy pens. And that's not sarcasm, that's just the truth. And then I finish him off with 2 APCR rounds to his lower plate. Again, if I hadn't have had APCR loaded, I probably would have bounced off his hatches, and definitely his lower plate, because hatches are angled as fuck, and even doing as well as I did, firing APCR the entire game, I lost money, but with the result that ensued, it is quite worth it to fire APCR on this thing. I wouldn't play this if you're low on money, though. That's a definite. And the only pen that Death Star on our team got was at the end of the game. Fucking good on him. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll catch you next time.